G'day guys, this clip is taken from a larger video where I reviewed the World Eaters leaks in completion. So all of the new leaks from the new codex are completed in this other video, but I thought for ease of use and to make it a little bit easier for you guys to digest this, I would split the video down into multiple different components. So if you want to see the whole thing, there's links to the description below. But with that being said, let's get into this clipped version of my World Eaters Codex leak review.
Look for the blood god.
Are you tired of overkilling or underkilling enemy units? Tired of wasting time deciding how many attacks to allocate to achieve a desired outcome? And are you tired of complicated maths, calculating multiple weapon profiles with complex special rules? Well, thanks to today's sponsor, all of those problems are problems of the past. Adept Roll allows you to input the profile of your attacking units and the profile of the units they are attacking into to calculate expected results with precision. You can apply modifiers like Feel No Pain, -1 to hit, damage reduction, as well as enemy strats like Armor of Contempt to get precise results for what you expect your units to do on the tabletop. By rapidly simulating 1,000 rolls, Adept Roll will help you understand what your expected results are likely to be in any given tabletop situation. You can even save attacker or defender profiles to make data entry super fast and super simple, as well as importing them from various sources like Battlescribe or even screenshots from the Games Workshop app itself. So if you're looking to upskill, play like a pro, and stop making avoidable mistakes on the tabletop, download Adept Roll today and start playing with precision. Alrighty guys, next detachment is the Slaughterband Detachment. Now this is the one that's themed all around your 8-bound. Basically 8-bound and Exalted 8-bound gain a Brazen Fury move, which is just your old school Blood Surge move. So just a D6, it's not the D6 plus 2 that you call Berserkers get, but that's pretty cool. It's not like the Vessels of Wrath where you have to make them a vessel in order to use a stratagem on them to give them a Blood Surge. They just gain Blood Surge, all of them, all the time, which is really cool. There's a few enhancements in here. One of them is your unit gains an auto 6 for that Brazen Fury move, which is your Blood Surge move, right? So that's pretty cool enhancement. You've got another one that is your Demon model. He generates CP on a 4+ when he kills something in melee. Being able to generate CP is always welcome. Demon model gets critical hits on a 5+. That's bonkers when you have the capacity to have sustained and lethal hits. If you're going in and just going, cool, every 5 up is giving me an extra attack and dealing a wound, that's crazy. The next one is Demon Model's Deadly Demise triggers on a 2+, and it does D3 +1 mortals instead of just the D3. Now, it's worth noting that the Slaughterband model, the character that leads your 8-bound, he has Deadly Demise. So if you put this on him, his Deadly Demise is going to trigger on a 2+, so when he dies, he's going to be dealing those mortal wounds. It's probably the less exciting of the enhancements, but it's still cool. Next, we go into the stratagems that this detachment has. There's some really bonkers stuff in here. So 2 CP gives you -1 to wound in both the fight and shooting phase. So it's 2 CP unlike in the Vessels of Wrath, but this is in both phases, which is really relevant, and it's just flat -1 to wound. It doesn't matter about the toughness and strength characteristics, it's just always -1 to wound. So that's quite good. It is expensive, but it's quite good. The next one I'm really excited about, which is 1 CP, your 8-bound models gain +1 damage when versing non-vehicle monsters, and your Exalted 8-bound get +1 damage when versing vehicles and monsters. So this means you got 3 damage on all of your 8-bound, which is really going to dial up the just absolute devastation that they're going to do to your opponents. Next, we've got a 2 CP Fight on Death. There's no need to roll for this. It's just Fight on Death, but it is on your 8-bound models only. Now, I'm of the opinion that this is really, really good. Even though it is 2 CP and you do have the ability to get it from the blessings, being able to guarantee that every model is going to fight on death is crazy. You charge your 8-bound in, you kill something, you're exposed, you know your opponent's going to charge you next turn, you just go, cool, I'm going to put sustained and lethals on from my blessing, and then I'm going to spend 2 CP to fight on death when you kill me, and I'm going to take you out with me. That's crazy. So, real big fan of the fight on death stratagems. You got 1 CP, your Exalted can arrive via Deep Strike outside of 3 inches, but cannot charge. Now, This one, I'm not sure about. I think what's probably going to happen is they're probably going to change this in the same way that they changed it for the demons and things like that. It's probably going to become you can drop 6 inches away and still charge. That's what I'm predicting. But we'll see. As it's written in the book, that's a 3-inch deep strike on your 8-bound, which interestingly, you could do something like 3-inch deep strike into your opponent's lines, knowing they're going to charge you in their turn, but then you can spend the 2 CP to fight on death. So that's kind of cool. The next is 1 CP to move through enemy models, which means no more being move blocked by a bunch of guardsmen standing in the way. The 8-bound can just be like, nah, never heard of you, mate, and just charge straight through. Really, really cool. It solves one of the main problems that the World Eaters had previously. So that's really exciting. And then the last is 1 command point in your opponent's command phase. Enemy units within engagement range of your unit have to take a battle shock test. So not particularly exciting. You know, battle shock tests, in my opinion, rarely tilt the game unless you have abilities to stack negatives and things like that. But just a raw battle shock is not really that exciting. But this detachment is very exciting, and I think that the fact that you're Blood Surge moving with your 8-bound, you're doing an auto 6 with one of them, and then meanwhile you're being neg 1 to wound, you're being +1 damage, you're fighting on death. There's a lot of crazy stuff this detachment can do. So let's jump over now and have a look at a potential list for this detachment. So we've got, the list starts with a Demon Prince with wings, and he has the Killing Clarity enhancement, which allows him to generate a command point on a 4+ when he kills something. Then we have Slaughterband. He has Malicious Vigor, which is the auto 6 Brazen Fury thing. And another Slaughterband with Frenzied Focus, which is critical hits on a 5+ for his unit. Now this is going to make those 8-bound units just go absolutely bonkers. We've got 10 Jackals for sticking in your home. We've got 3 units of 6 8-bound, 1 unit of 6 Exalted 8-bound, 1 unit of 3 Exalted 8-bound, 1 unit of 8 Goremongers, and then 2x2 Chaos Spawn. And now basically what this means is you're going to have 2 units of Chaos Spawn and 3 units of 8-bound, all of which get Scout built in. And then you're going to have Exalted 8-bound and regular 8-bound in Deep Strike, able to threaten that rapid ingress. And then you've got the 2 Slaughterbunds, and basically what you're going to do is, in certain matchups, these guys are going to be much better in the Exalted 8-bound because you might be versing a ton of vehicles or monsters, so you put them in there. Or other matchups, if you're versing majority infantry, you put them in the regular 8-bound and use them for that sort of early turn scout move. So you're basically going in with a ton, like 4 big bricks of units that are going to do massive amounts of damage. And then you've got a few other bits and pieces running around doing your secondaries, etc. I think this is a really cool list. It's very thematic, and it's going to be a ton of fun to play. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If you liked that video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, and head over to blogforthebloodgod.com where you can pick up merchandise to support this channel and allow me to continue making content like this. You can pick up a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing now, neoprene objective markers, gaming mats, we've got dice, we've got terrain sets, and we've also got a link to my Etsy store where you can get 3D printed miniatures if you're looking to expand your World Eaters range or start a World Eaters army entirely. So there's a ton of different cool ways that you can show your support for the channel. Everything that you do helps me improve the quality of my content and the frequency of my content. So if you liked this and want to see more of it, you can show your support there. Or you can join our Patreon, which is a great way that you can get access to our unique Discord channel where we talk lists, we provide coaching, one-on-one, various tiers, give you certain access to certain things, and we also just have a ton of fun in there. There's a lot of banter, we share memes and stuff like that. It's a ripple little community with a lot of support. So if you're looking to immerse yourself in some like-minded World Eaters players, check out that Discord via Patreon, and as always, let's get a conversation going in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.